Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hail empath. I just like having these little conversations on the way I feel about things. It's been all day evening here in Salem, Oregon. It's where I'm stationed on the 45th parallel. Actually, where I'm at right now, the air quality isn't too bad. I mean, it ain't good, but it's a lot worse in other places. So, since we are the reporters now, I mean, everybody's going through something right now. You know, firefighters, animals, people evacuating. Mom and I have been praying all day, pretty much. I have. Mom just keeps looking out the window every now and again when she walks by and goes, "Man, it's like we're in a different dimension." It's like, Mom, we're divinely protected. So, I think I'm going to take this back inside because there's still ash falling everywhere. So, while I'm walking back in there, if there's anybody out there that has your ears on, let me know where you're at, what's going on in your world, how you're vibing today. Are you taking it easy? Easy does it? Last word I heard is they're evacuating Stanton, and I've done talks where I've driven out there to get my, in Almsville too. I'd driven out there a time or two not too long ago to see about getting a root beer float A&W, because they have an A&W root beer place out there. Cat wants out real bad. Huh, Tuck? Let's go lay down, Papas. It's all dark. It smells smoky in here. I forgot the windows upstairs were open. How you doing, Madre?
Doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. Couple. They come and go. Let's see here. There we go. Whew. Come on, DLGs. Come on, Tuck. Come on, Tuck. Sorry. Or he's like, no, I'm out. Passing like two ships in the wind. Go on. Go on. Go ahead, lay down. Go lay down. Good boy, Artie. Artie, ain't nobody want to see the southbound end of a northbound dog. Huh. We're just trying to keep everybody chill around here. Keep all of our parts in too, shoot. So yeah, it's only 5 o'clock. Usually the sun, well, look, if you look at my video yesterday, I do all my videos around the same time. And it's just been, like I said, it's been all day darkness. Huh. It's pretty scary. It is. I just think about all those people that don't have cars and places to go and stuff like that. And I'm like, at least we got a big red truck. I already threw a freaking tent and everything in there. So, easy does it, one day at a time, one moment at a time, At least I wasn't thinking about where I got to be on the 1st of October, Good boy, man, is shaking off. So, we're just trying to stay chill and set positive intentions. I just have been praying all day for people that are having a hard time. A lot of people are having a hard time. There's a lot of fear, a lot of people scared and stuff like that. Well, this too shall pass. We all get a season. We all get a chance to go through trials and tribulations, and the goal is to come out on the other side a stronger, more grounded being. Unfortunately, some people don't handle traumas and stuff too well. Some people, they have lots and lots of them in life, and the older you get, you just get a little bit more edgy, a little bit more nervous, So the goal is people are supposed to be finding their tribes, or they're supposed to be coming into their groups, their alignment, their same freak tribes and stuff, and boy, I'm ready to find mine because I'm getting pretty tired. Living the same day over and over is not easy to do, and I know that I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of people. It's because it's how the constellations and the astrology's been, depending on your placements in your charts. And it was kind of sucky because today there wasn't a whole lot going on in the world. I mean, there wasn't I didn't have a whole lot of distraction. It's just a Tuesday to most people. It's just a Tuesday, But there's people all over. There's like fires everywhere. If it's not one thing or another. So you just got to take the stuff as it comes, and then, you know, if you get in harm's way, then you got to just get out of harm's way, and hopefully it's not your time. So let's see, anybody in the talkie room? Thank you. Yeah, we could use it. Like I said, you know, it's kind of neat being in the backyard just then. It's blood red. It's blood red. I mean, all this stuff is what they talk about in the Bible. You know, I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for a couple years, so, you know, and I don't feel alone. I don't feel alone. I don't feel alone. I don't feel lonely. I feel pretty much at peace, you know. Not the same kind of peace. Yeah, I feel okay. So in other news, I don't really know what else is going on in the world. I know that the politics thing are still happening, and people are still wearing their masks all over the place, and then people are still gathering in mass collections because their liberties and their freedoms are threatened. So people are protesting all over the world. You know, where we go one, we go all. We're all connected. We just want enough for you know, we just want everybody to have an opportunity, and we're just kind of tired and fed up with this circle of greed and these dastardly people. And, you know, they can downplay it and pretend like, oh, that stuff ain't real, like they've always done. You know, and that's the part of it, is that people are just like, no, this stuff is real. And here's all the proof, and you can't just say, no, it's not real, and just call it a day anymore, because we got the receipts, folks. We've been collecting receipts for years, you know. And now, like, kids are starting to talk about what their parents really were and all that. You know, it's just freedom is the new age. You know, people want to be free. They're remembering that we have a spirit. We're just having a human experience, you know, and it don't have to be as hard as people make it. It don't have to be. It's the fearful. They're the ones that make the red tape. It's the fearful. They're the ones that put in all the policies and the procedures and the pony shows, and you have to jump through this hoop and that hoop in order for us to help you, and oh, I'm sorry, you don't qualify, and oh, if only you had this, and if only you had that, and if, you know, and it's just like, nah. And the cat wants in the window. Excuse me just a minute. Cat, can you not do that now? Thank you. Can you just go away and thank you? Air quality is poor. Come back later. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Yeah. It was smoky in here earlier through the lights. Now I gotta open the stupid window. Alright, let's see if I can do this without showing my skivvies tuck. Minnie? Oh, that helps. That helps. It's all smoke and mirrors. There, that helps. Nobody saw nothing. Easy, Luna. It's okay, baby girl. We got 3 dogs on a twin size and a Marge on a twin size bed. I've been looking at campers and stuff yesterday. I was like, well, maybe I get a 5th wheel or something and just tow the truck. But I'm like, I bet I could rig a because I got the big TV, but I got this 32-inch too. I could just get all the Longmire DVDs and just play them for Mom. She'd be perfectly content. So, we ain't there yet. It's cool to have a higher power, though, you know. It's cool to be able to have faith that I was able to vibe out of my fear vibration earlier. That I got to get dialed in and centered. You know, I've been nervous all day just because air quality and, you know, like I looked online, there's people that open up their fields and stuff like that for people to go to if they have to evacuate. No, I'm in the middle of the town anyway, so all the roads get all gummed up. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, but God willing, the creek don't rise. We don't got to worry about it today. It's about 12 miles east of us, and it's just the winds aren't favorable. That's the trouble. So they had like 30, 40 mile an hour winds, and so I hope people are having fun where they're at. It's not that we're not having a good time. It's just that the skies are blood red outside and it feels like the Bible stuff is happening. That's all. You're there, hi Aaron. Drive careful. Pay attention. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. We're doing all right here. You know, and that's the thing. I grew up in Redding, California. This isn't. And then I went out to Omaha, and then it was tornadoes. I mean, I saw it at the street across the street from. I mean, it was like there was a tornado across the street from my house, and I experienced the whole freight train thing right there in Benson. I mean, the next day, I mean, you know, I've been to Iraqi bullshit, you know, and we create, you know, going to other countries for years and years, and we bomb all these countries, right? And then we the contractors and all that whole nasty business of rebuilding of what they broke and all that stuff to pay themselves like $400,000 a year tax free and all this extra bonuses and incentives because of the danger zone that they're in because they made it a dangerous zone and all this stuff that these cretins have done for years and years, right? So we're getting the karma. So here in the United States, we may never ever see, you know, F-16s that, you know, we bought to sold to our own enemies, flying over and dropping bombs like Red Dawn and stuff like that. We're probably not going to see anything like that, but sure as shit if we aren't going to get the ramifications and if we're not going to get scenarios that put us in that same, you know, feeling. You know, because I was in operation, I've been in lots of situations that I felt like I was in a war zone. It's karma. You know, I made myself a part of that so I could get a college degree, and guess what? I don't even use my Bachelor of Science in Business Information System, nor do I use my 11 years experience, you know, IT, and I don't use any of it because it was my karma, because I'm here to be a good daughter, and I'm only supposed to here to take care of Mom and to make sure that she lives as long and healthy as she possibly can. She gets to be around her granddaughter, and her granddaughter gets to be around her, and in their love, and they get to create a special connection, and it's those connections that are going to help heal the earth. But they got to be in close proximity to do it. So I got to get her down there so they can hang out and be best buddies, because hopefully Helly will get to be on. If I work hard enough, Helly, my 5-year-old niece, I will leave to her a planet that is much safer than it is right now for her and all of the children that are coming into this earth right now. Because we only borrow it. We only borrow this land for a little while, and then we pass it on to the people that we love. And if we really love them as we love ourselves, we're going to pass them on a utopian society where there's places for everybody, and where people can be free in their spirit without being condemned, ridiculed, killed, harmed, mutilated, sacrificed for any lower deity. It's how the meek is going to inherit the earth. We got to make the earth for the sensitives. Not just for the hard asses that just tell you to get over it and fucking suck it up and get on with shit. Get past it. You know? Anyone that has that mentality, I would love to sit down. Give me 15 minutes and I will give you a talk of all the things that I got past and I got over and I got through. And then I can give you some accounts of people that I know that are in better standing and more emotional security, grounded, emotional, more, how do I want to say that? Emotionally secure and grounded. And they've been through so much worse than I have. So much worse. And they're okay. So I always look at them as the example of, well, they're okay and I can be okay too. You know? When you're this little kid, the scary guy in the closet or under the bed, all of our mattresses on the floor. You know, we didn't have beds under beds and stuff like that. But Mama, they're always the scary people that you know, Mom would bring home. stuff like, we didn't have to worry about monsters because we know that people, we were introduced to the darkness of low vibrational beings and people from a very young age. So I just always knew they exist. And so when people are so quick to dismiss the darkness and shadow behavior in people, I'm just like, really? It's not plain as day, huh? Wow. You're really buying the story they're putting down, huh? And they always leave little tells, like little pieces that are just, like, for me, in my Akashic record, my map legend of, like, like men with long nails. Like, especially if they're, like, mechanics and stuff, and it's, like, really dirty under there and stuff like that. That's, like, that for me is, like, vibrational nails, like, on a chalkboard. That is like a low dissidence thing. And I'm not like OCD where I gotta keep, everything has to be a certain way and stuff like that, but personal hygiene is important, and that is just not okay. And because, I'm kind of a germaphobe because I was in IT, and I know I used to freaking sit next to the men's room. You'd always hear the toilet, wouldn't hear the sink. And I'm just like, and then I gotta go freaking touch your keyboards and stuff. It's like, dude, seriously? You don't care. You don't care. They think it's funny. They think it's cool. It's like, spreading teeth. Farts are funny. Make me gayest. Make me gayer. I only talk about their grossness. I don't freaking make them act like it. I just be like, really? You gonna wash your hands? I mean, it's not all of them, but some of them I just like, fucking, really? Just walk right past the sink, huh? I mean, all you gotta do is put your hand under it. You don't even gotta turn a knob or nothing, but people are fucking dirty and gross, so what do we do? So I guess that kind of immature phobe, but not without reason. Cotton Callie, that's a cool name. Wait, I remember a Cotton Callie from your. It's been like 3 years. Holy heck, it's been forever. And you changed your name because I see that, unless I'm mistaken. Huh, that's a blast from the past. I have followed so many people. I've like tracked so many people on YouTube. I used to be into that same flame thing. That whole same flame. My same flame. I'm like, dude, Mom always said, Marge, she's like, you're one in more than a million. So I don't know. I don't know if there's somebody for everybody. I used to think that more. And then the older I get, I'm like, well, Marge, you don't really make friends even really well. You're not even, you don't even know how to find the right people to be friends with. So I just have got really skittish in my judge of character because I put all of my efforts into some people and I was wrong. So, but we're just humans having our spirits having human experiences, so all we can do is get by with the best that we can for the most part. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to bed at like 7 o'clock tonight. I can already tell. It's 5:15, man. It's felt like nighttime. It's like, the 3 days of darkness that they talk about. I'm like, I wonder if it could be from smoke blocking out the sun. We're not supposed to have. The warning goes out until like the 10th or 11th for air quality, I think. So, lucky for me, I don't really have any place I gotta go or any place I need to be. I just need to find a place that we can stay permanently by October 1st. That's what all my. It's just, there is a way. There's always been a way. We've always been looked out for, me and Mom. Even though the conditions have been hard, at least we live next to a creek that's seasonal, that I got, that I can use the water to flush the toilet, at least, because it'd be harder if I didn't, so it's just like, God taketh away, but then He giveth, and I guess it's all worth it if more people what I really try to do here, people are like, what is this chick about? Why is she talking about and stuff like that? We're coming into a new age where people really have to get comfortable with being able to articulate and talk about how you feel. People have got to, because if you don't get that shit out of your head and out of you, it grows like a fungus. It grows like a fungus and a darkness and a demon in you. And then that stuff spreads. And this is the way we've lived for too long. Of avoidance. You know, I know plenty of dudes that were like, you know, boys don't cry. Well, freaking, I got told that I don't cry either. You don't get to cry. Don't cry about that. You don't get to cry, you know. Toughen up. That made me tough and hard. I'm a hard ass. I'm only 5'2". I'm 46 years old. But when I get going, I mean, I'm like freaking Sarge Marge militant. I mean, I'm loud. I'm freaking... I know all the tactics that those freaking meatheads use. The ones that are trying to run the show in a freaking maniacal kind of way. So, where we go one, we go all. We're all connected. So that's important to me that people start talking about their feelings and emotions, and they reach out to a power higher than themselves, and that when you get scared, I don't care, you just chant over and over and over and over and over. Today it was like, la la la, la la la, you know, our Father art in heaven, God grant me the serenity, just over and over and over and over, you know. Just setting my positive intentions, because for too many years I set my intentions low. And then I made all the scary stuff happen. All the stuff that I was like, you know, so that's how I learned about manifestation, manifesting things. That you can't put negative ideas in your head. We create our own reality. Well, Stan Lee said bye meow. So if you're hurting, reach out to somebody, anybody. Find me on Facebook, Third Eye Activated Messenger. You know, reach out, find me, send me an email, straightpeoplelikeRainbows2@gmail.com. Reach out to somebody, anybody. Don't take out your own light, man. Don't use alcohol and don't use drugs right now to escape, because people they're finding the peace on the other side, and it's just easier to stay there, because that's where the blissness is. But that's the given. We got to make bliss on earth. We can do it. We can do it. We can make bliss on earth. We can make peace on earth. But the great cleansing is happening right now, because we've done a lot of harm to the earth, and now she has to wipe all of our heebie-jeebies off of her. And that's what she's doing. And she don't care if we're in her way or not. So please, rise past the fear vibe and help us raise Mama Gaia, her frequency. I'm sure the Schumann resonance is all over the place today. I'm sure it is. It's gotta be. There's just fear spiked everywhere. Campers escaping, you know, Labor Day weekend, and then, you know, having to escape. The stories I've seen, I mean, they're all the same stories. They just play over and over. It's just everybody's going through something, you know. So if you're not going through stuff, let's just help pray for those, and set the intentions high for those that are fearful, and we'll help them rise out of their fear into their faith, because fear and faith, they can't hang out in the same vibration, man. They can't be in the same place. So I know I've been scared a lot in my life, and a lot of scary stuff has happened, and I made it through every hard day so far. Mom's happy. Dogs are okay. All we got is today. Easy does it. Easy does it. So, God willing, creek won't rise. I'll be back in the morning. Probably early, because like I said, it's 5:20. I'm like, I feel like I just want to go to sleep, you know. It's such a trip, man. People wonder, but you can really let your imagination, like, you know, so this is what it would be like if, I mean, it's freaking straight up blood red. The sky is freaking straight up blood red. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. This is new. I've seen it pretty orange before, but it's as red. The sky outside is as red as that light right there. It is a freaking, I got a picture of it earlier. I don't know what I did with my phone. Well, I started the live out in the backyard. So, it'll be an interesting evening. Anyway. Hi, Marge. Hi, Carl. I'm glad you made it. My tech-tarded friend. Hey, we're just here to help. But technology is weird, though. You know, I figured, I mean, I've put the puzzle pieces of my autism together from knowing about, got little dog's legs, from reading articles about, this is how it started. I worked in a company, and I was reading articles about how the high percentage of people in my profession, here, are on the spectrum. And then I started thinking back about when I was in school, and I got tested for everything, and then I was like, oh shoot, you know, and then I pieced it, I'm like, I was freaking totally, like, I was in all the remedial classes, I was like, oh my god, I was one of the retarded kids, and I didn't even know it. That's how retarded I was. I didn't even know I was a retard kid. Oh, why do I gotta go in this class? Oh, just cause, you know, because I thought different. But I thought from many different spectrums, many different perspectives, and people couldn't understand. And I felt emotion and energy from people. So people would say one thing, but they would act, and I would respond to how they were acting. And then I was a problem child. But I was just responding to their, you know, they didn't like me. People didn't like me. And then they're like, I was always a bother, and I was always a nuisance, and it's just like, I always dealt with, you know, so I was just like, don't act like you like me if you don't, you know. I mean, we could be friends, we could be cool, but people gotta be me. And I had a speech impediment and stuff, and I worked very hard in speech class, the little blue bus, to get through all my you know, my obstacles in life. My name is Marge, I'm a girl. And then when I get excited, I talk really fast, and then I say gots, and I say gots, and then I get yelled at because it's not gots. Gots isn't a word. And if I didn't raise my tongue to the roof of my mouth when I said R, why can't you just do it? It's just be a normal kid. What's wrong with you? So I always went down this path to figure out what was wrong with me, because people always wanted to know. And I was tested for everything, and that what I come to the conclusion of, not a fucking thing is wrong with me. And I live from my heart, and I live from my spirit. And if more people did that, more people live like me, more people took the pay cut to hang out with the, you know, respect their elders and take care of their parents instead of locking them away in the house in a facility for somebody else to love, or to freaking not even love them, you know. It's all that stuff. We're getting the karma back in a big way. We're supposed to be, you know, at least you could do is like look after them the last part of their life, because they took care of you the first 18 years, you know. Yeah. And if you don't, you know, it ain't easy, because there's karma, there's family lines and stuff like that. I get people get their feelings hurt, and I've got my feelings hurt, but I don't think there's really anybody on this planet right now that if they came forward and was like, you know, that I couldn't forgive right now for any particular reason, just because I don't feel like it. And it's that withholding. That's what's keeping the earth tied to the 3D dimension, is that no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to make your life better. I mean, I'm so freaking sick of Hollywood. And I saw today that freaking that Ellen chick, they're starting her show again. Can we just have all the millions of dollars that you would piss away on freaking being a stupid, dumb bitch for years and years, and like build some like apartment complexes in tiny villages and stuff like that for people all over California, instead of watching your snaggly ass anymore? Because we're done with you. NFL, I mean, how many millions do you guys still doling out $160 million contracts for 5 years at this point? You know, when freaking the economy is fucking shit, but you guys can still play your little games. Go team! You know? I mean, at what point are people gonna matter more than money? At when? Is that gonna happen? Can it happen? Is it possible? Because I don't give a fuck about money. I just need it to do things in life. But it's weird, the shit, how much people need to do things, and the weird stuff. They need to do things in order to make themselves feel like a viable, freaking alive human being. You know, shitting on other people all day long. You know, having people just do things because it's their job and it's just how things have always been. And, well, that line of thinking is really trite, and it's really old, and, well, that's why we need term limits and stuff like that. So, hey, it don't matter if I see the justice served in my lifetime or not for the freaking nasty monstrosities that I've witnessed and accounted for in my life. I don't need to see my Garden of Eden, because when I take my last breath in this incarnate or in the next, it's when you go to source, the solar system. All the questions are answered, and you know, it's all this mundane bullshit is just insignificant. And when you have recognition of that, and then you look around and you see how people treat each other, it's just so Hogwarts kindergarten.